How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale in the PlayStation Store for the PlayStation Indies sale that runs through February 25th. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history, and are at least a 70 on OpenCritic or Game Rankings. So if that sounds like the kind of video you want to see, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my daily coverage of every sale that Sony puts out. I'm trying to get to 25k by the end of the year, so every bit helps. Alright, that's enough yapping for me, let's get into the video. For $374, Jazzpunk Director's Cut is a wildly surreal first-person comedy adventure set in an alternate Cold War reality filled with corporate espionage, ridiculous spy agencies, and non-stop absurdist humor. Explore bizarre open environments at your own pace using strange spy gadgets, complete wildly offbeat missions for secret agencies, and uncover cleverly hidden jokes scattered throughout its vibrant, cartoon-inspired world. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $359, Moonlighter Complete Edition is a charming action RPG with roguelite elements, where you play as Will, a humble shopkeeper in Renoka who dreams of becoming a legendary hero. Delve into mysterious gates that lead to dangerous dimensions, battle dungeon bosses with varied weapons and armor, and expand your shop with loot from the Between Dimensions expansion's new interdimensional dungeon and added gear. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Afterimage is a hand-drawn 2D action-adventure set in the haunting ruins of a shattered fantasy world, where an amnesiac girl named Renee sets out to recover her lost memories and uncover the truth behind a cataclysm. You'll traverse the interconnected world of Engarden, battling over 170 enemy types and 30 brutal bosses across painterly landscapes, while unlocking new abilities that expand your exploration and combat potential. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Laika Aged Through Blood is an action-adventure Metroidvania set in a post-apocalyptic western, where you play as Laika, a vengeful coyote mother riding a motorbike across a ruined world ruled by the tyrannical birds. The game's unique Motorvania design blends 2D vehicular combat with precise gunplay and ability upgrades, all while you carve through hand-painted environments packed with brutal encounters and platforming challenges. It's a 79 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.49, 20XX is a fast-paced roguelite action platformer where you and a friend jump, shoot, and blast through procedurally generated levels to save humanity from overwhelming robotic threats. The game features tight, responsive controls, over 100 powerful upgrades, and a wide variety of play modes, optional difficulty modifiers, daily and weekly seeded challenges, and hidden secrets to keep each run fresh, intense, and unpredictable. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 45 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Paradise Killer is a murder mystery adventure set on an island outside reality, where a rogue civilization seeks to resurrect dead alien gods and wield unimaginable cosmic power. You play as investigator Lady Love Dies, solving the murder of the Council before the island's rebirth, while exploring a bizarre, cryptic world, collecting evidence, interrogating suspects, and piecing together conflicting testimonies to build your own case. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 15 hours to platinum. For $4.24, Blazing Chrome is a run-and-gun shooter where humanity teeters on extinction under the rule of merciless machines in a bleak, war-torn future overrun by relentless robotic armies worldwide. You'll blast through 5 apocalyptic stages packed with enemies, deadly traps, and massive mechanical bosses, using hoverbikes, power armor, and a wide arsenal of explosive weapons to turn robots into scrap metal in heart-pounding fashion. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Injustice: Gods Among Us Ultimate Edition is a cinematic fighting game from NetherRealm Studios, where DC heroes and villains clash in a dark alternate timeline. Battle across interactive arenas using character-specific powers, unleash cinematic super moves with icons like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, and dive into extra content including 6 DLC fighters, 60 Star Labs missions, and over 30 alternate skins. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Shadow Man Remastered revives the cult classic horror action-adventure with updated visuals, restored content, and expanded gameplay across live side and dead side. Hunt criminals with guns or voodoo powers, solve intricate puzzles, and explore iconic locations like Summer Camp, Salvage Yard, and Asylum Station 2, all while enjoying over 40 cinematic cutscenes, hours of voice acting, and a dark, immersive narrative. It's a 75 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Gauntlet Slayer Edition is a dungeon-crawling action RPG that pits you and your friends against endless hordes of monstrous foes across a wide variety of perilous, treasure-filled, and intricately designed dungeons full of surprises. Choose from multiple heroes, each with unique weapons, abilities, and customization options, as you battle through traps, puzzles, and waves of enemies in fast-paced, cooperative combat. It's a 70 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Duke Nukem 3D 20th Anniversary World Tour is a classic action shooter where you blast aliens, save Earth, and deliver iconic one-liners in over-the-top, chaotic style, revisiting all the humor and carnage that made the original legendary. Play all-new Episode 5 with bonus content, re-recorded dialogue from John St. John, and a fresh score from original composer Lee Jackson, all fully remastered with updated visuals. It's an 87 on GameRankings, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to platinum. For $3.99, Cris Tales is a beautifully hand-drawn indie JRPG that lets you see the past, present, and future simultaneously as you guide Crispell on a sweeping, time-bending adventure. Manipulate time in strategic turn-based battles to age enemies or restore allies instantly, explore vibrant kingdoms inspired by Latin American culture and folklore, and make impactful story choices that visibly reshape towns and characters in real time. It's a 74 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Death Road to Canada is a chaotic roguelike zombie adventure where you guide a party of survivors through a randomized, post-apocalyptic world filled with over-the-top encounters, deadly hordes, and unpredictable story events. You'll fight or evade up to 500 zombies at a time, make difficult choices in interactive sequences, and discover rare weapons and characters with unique abilities as you scramble towards safety. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $4.49, Windjammers is a head-to-head arcade sports game where two players throw discs to score in the opponent's goal while using agile moves, powerful throws, and clever trick shots for maximum points, combos, and style. Featuring 5 game modes, arcade, infinite, local versus, online quick match, and ranked match, players can compete solo or challenge others worldwide in ranked leagues for ultimate bragging rights. It's a 78 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $2.99, Eldest Souls is a brutal, boss-focused Souls-like, where you wield a massive obsidian greatsword to challenge imprisoned old gods within a decaying citadel, steeped in bleak atmosphere, haunting lore, and relentless, tension-filled encounters. Combat is fast, punishing, and precision-driven, rewarding bold play with powerful abilities, while each handcrafted boss demands mastery of patterns, positioning, timing, and adaptive strategy. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 20 hours to platinum. For $1.49, SteamWorld Heist puts you in command of a steam-driven pirate crew, leading epic tactical shootouts across enemy spaceships. Unlike traditional turn-based strategy, you manually aim each shot, allowing insane skill shots, ricochets, and bullet-bouncing action, while upgrading your recruits with unique weapons, abilities, and even stylish hats as you explore procedurally generated levels brimming with loot and danger. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $4.99, Invisible Inc. is a tactical espionage game where you command elite agents to infiltrate the world's most dangerous corporations, relying on stealth, precision, and teamwork to survive high-stakes missions. Start with any of the 10 unlockable agents in 10 programs to crack corporate security while navigating tense, procedurally generated worlds where locations, threats, security systems, and loot change every playthrough. It's an 83 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 90 hours to platinum. For $3.74, Octodad, Dadliest Catch is a chaotic adventure about destruction, deception, and fatherhood, where you control Octodad, an octopus masquerading as a human, struggling to perform everyday tasks with unwieldy tentacles. In this sequel, Octodad finds himself caught between his wife's growing mistrust and a disastrous trip to the local aquarium, navigating physics-based challenges and laugh-out-loud comedy. It's a 73 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 5 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, Blaster Master Zero 2 is a side-scrolling and top-down hybrid action adventure where Jason and Eve leave Earth behind to confront a cosmic threat and save Eve from a corrupting parasite. You'll pilot the upgraded Gaia Sophia battle tank across diverse alien planets, strategically generating SP from impacts and terrain, while unleashing the new blast counter to turn enemy attacks into devastating opportunities. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 10 hours to 100%, no platinum for this one. For $4.99, For the King is a challenging strategy RPG that blends turn-based combat and roguelike elements as you set out to save the chaotic kingdom of Farul after the king's mysterious and brutal murder. Travel across procedurally generated maps with a party of courageous heroes, tackle unpredictable quests and dangerous events, and coordinate abilities in single-player, local co-op, or online multiplayer to stem the spreading chaos. It's a 75 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 9 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. There's something here for every type of player, so be sure to check some of these out while the sale is still going on. From this set of games, I played Shadowman, Gauntlet, Duke Nukem 3D, and Octodad Dadliest Catch, so I can recommend each of those from personal experience. The rest of the games do look pretty fun though. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sales stuff that I put out. Leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.